Hey guys, it's Thang here. So in this guide video, we are going to be looking into the Cold Dashing Strike build in patch 2.2 and above. This is a T6 and G40 Plus viable build depending on your Paragon level and the gems you use and its level. You will be able to do over 1 billion crit damage, so take a look. It is for Windows, Mac, Xbox, and PlayStation versions, seasonal and non-seasonal. This build is dependent on a Spirit Generator and a Remnant of 1,000 Storms 6-piece set. So let's take a look at that 6-piece bonus first. Your 2 set increases your Spirit Generator attack speed by 25% and damage by 300%. The 4-piece set allows your Dashing Strike to use Spirit instead of charges unless you're out of Spirit. The 6-piece set will increase your Dashing Strike by 12,500% damage for 6 seconds after using a Spirit Generator. With that being said, let's go take a look at our skills first. The first skill that we are going to be using is our Spirit Generator. There is 2 that I would definitely recommend. One is Fist of Thunder right here that generates 14 Spirit per attack. You can equip it with Wind Blast right here to freeze the enemies up for 2 seconds, or increase your Spirit Generation into 20 rather than 14 with Quickening right there. The other one that I would recommend is Crippling Wave right here. It only generates 12 Spirit, yes, but it does have its utility to slow down the movement of mobs and of course their attack speed by 20%. And equipping with Tsunami right there extends the Crippling Wave Yard to 17 and freezes the enemy for 1 second. So for me, I would use Crippling Wave with Tsunami. That extra utility is actually pretty good. So it's up to you whether you want Fist of Thunder or Crippling Wave. So I'm going to choose Crippling Wave for myself. The next skill is going to be Dashing Strike. This is our main DPSing skill right here. We want Blinding Speed because, well, in the sense that we won't be using the Unity Ring. This will increase our dodge after using Dashing Strike to help us survive more. The rest of the skills will be all about damage mitigating skills. So we'll be needing the Mantra of Salvation with Agility Rune, Inner Sanctuary with Forbidden Palace, and lastly is Epiphany with Desert Shroud Rune. With all the defensive skills activated, I myself have over 200 million toughness. So we have one more skill left, and this is totally up to you. Since we have no other Spirit Generator, you may want Sweeping Wind with Inner Storm for that extra 8 Spirit per second right here. Or if you feel like that you don't need that extra Spirit Generation, you can use Breath of Heaven with Blazing Wrath to heal yourself and increase your damage. It's really up to you which one you are more comfortable with. For our passive skills, we want Seize the Initiative right here to increase our damage, but you can actually change this into Determinations if you want to. They both increase your damage, so it's really up to you. The next 2 are going to be Sixth Sense right here to reduce all non-physical damage taken by 25%, and Harmony to increase all our resist to 40%. And then lastly we want is the Beacon of Utah to reduce our cooldown by an extra 20%. So now that's done, we can move on to our items. First, we will need the full Remnant of 1,000 Storms set, all 6 pieces for the bonus. As I've already mentioned earlier, this bonus is very powerful. It will synergize with our Spirit Generator and Dashing Strike. You use your Spirit Generator until full Spirit, then Dashing Strike for a lot of damage. You can definitely do over 1 billion damage per dash. For the neck, we will want the Hellfire Amulet, or if you can't get that, then any of the neck pieces that heals you from the attack, like Mara's Kaleidoscope or Countess Julia's Cameo will definitely do, or the neck that has the most damage, like this Sun Wuku Amulet right here. Now for bracers, if you're playing Season 3, then go with the Spirit Guard with its passive to reduce damage from 30 to 40% for 3 seconds after using a Spirit Generator. Think of it as a temporary Unity Ring. For non-seasonal players, I would recommend the Lakuni Prowlers, Krem's Buff Bracers, or Reaper's Wrath would be best. For belt, we would want either the Witching Hour for extra damage or the Vigilante Belt for the cooldown reduction. You can pretty much use any other belt you want to as long as it fits into your build. For our weapon, we will definitely want the Flying Dragon for its chance to double our damage. So now lastly for the rings. If you're playing Season 3, then the best rings for you are the Focus and Restraint from the Bastion's Will set. So how these two work is there are two sets right here. One is for your Spirit Generator and one is for your Spirit Spender. So when you hit an enemy with a Spirit Generator, you will get a Focus buff. When you hit an enemy with your Spirit Spender, you will get a Restraint buff. These two buffs are separate and they stack on top of each other. This actually also works for non-seasonal as well, but since we don't have the Unity Ring anymore and the Spirit Guard Bracer, you will take a little extra more damage, so be careful. So if you feel like you are taking too much damage, you can always go back to the Unity Ring and Ring of Royal Grandeur combo. That means that there would be a slot open, so you can either use Frostburn Gloves for the extra cold damage, or the Ice Climber Boots so you can't be frozen or jailed, or the Leor's Crown for the extra cooldown reduction. With that done, let's move on to the stats priority for your items. For the helm, you're looking for Socket, Critical Hit Chance, Dexterity, then Vitality. For shoulders, you're looking for cooldown reduction, Dexterity, Vitality, and all resist. For gloves, you're looking for Critical Hit Chance, Critical Hit Damage, Dexterity, and then attack speed or cooldown reduction. For neck, you're looking for Socket, Critical Hit Chance, Critical Hit Damage, then Dexterity. For chest, you're looking for 3 sockets, Dexterity, Vitality, and reduced damage from elites. For bracers, if you have the Spirit Guard, then you're looking for the passive as high as it can be, and then everything else would be cold damage, critical hit chance, dexterity, and vitality. Lacuni bracers will always have the extra attack speed increase. If it's the Witching Hour, you're looking for critical hit damage, attack speed, dexterity, then vitality. For the Vigilante belt, you're looking for cooldown reduction, dexterity, vitality, and then whatever else there is. For pants, you're looking for 2 sockets, dexterity, vitality, and plus armor. For rings, you're looking for socket, critical hit chance, critical hit damage or attack speed, or cooldown reduction, then dexterity. For our boots, it's the movement speed, dexterity, vitality, and plus armor. For our weapon, it'll be dexterity, damage percentage increase, and vitality. Alright, let's do our Paragon levels now. For core, we want to match our movement speed to our boot speed so that both of them will match up to be 25%, which is the limit. So let's do this to 10. There you go, because I already have 13% on my boots. I'm going to give it 12% right here so that it'll be 25% total. And then the rest will be in dexterity right here. Next is offensive. We want cooldown reduction to be max. Then critical hit chance. Then critical hit damage. And lastly is our attack speed. For defense, we want resist all first. Then armor. Then life regeneration. Then life. Lastly is utility. You can either do resource cost reduction first or area damage, then life on hit, and lastly is gold fine. Lastly is going to be our legendary gems. So there are a variety of gems we can use. The ones that I would recommend using is Historic Alteration right here to increase all our non-physical damage reduction by a percentage, and when we're low health, all those resistance will be increased by an extra 75%. The second is the Bane of Trap right here. And lastly, if you need the cooldown reduction, then definitely use the Gokak Swiftness. But if you do not need that and you need more healing, then I would definitely suggest the Molten Wizard Gizzard right here to increase your life per second. So those are the gems that I would recommend using. So that is it for the guide. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, a thumbs up would definitely be appreciated. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter or come join my Twitch stream. I'll happily answer all the questions that you have. All the links are in the description down below. And lastly, don't forget to check out the channel. If you like the channel, press subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!